Hey everyone, Extreme Crypto here with more crypto news. What just happened since 1982? And why is Cardano smiling? But before we get to the news, make sure to like this video and subscribe to keep on promoting and get the crypto adoption growing. Bitcoin rises as inflation hits 7%, the biggest number since 1982. US inflation has reached an expected 7% in December, according to the latest data by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. It said the consumer price index for all urban consumers increased 0.5% in December on a seasonally adjusted basis after rising 0.8% in November, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics reported today. Over the last 12 months, the all items index increased 7% before seasonal adjustment. That's roughly in line with the expected for the month, with Bitcoin rising to nearly $44,000 following the official release. Bitcoin price taps $44,000 as inflation comes in at 7% for December. The Bitcoin price is rallying today, following quite a few days in the red. At the time of writing, Bitcoin sits at 44k, up 6% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is down 3.9% in the past 7 days, but today alone, the cryptocurrency is doing its best to erase the recent losses. At the time of writing this, Bitcoin sits at $44,000 and it's up 6% in the last 24 hours alone. This doesn't seem to happen without a reason. Just a few hours ago, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics released inflation numbers for the past month. The Consumer Price Index, which is a measure of the average change over time in the prices that are paid by consumers for a basket of consumer goods and services, clocked in at 7%, up 0.2% from November. Interestingly enough, this number is up 5.5 in the past year alone, and it's currently sitting at its highest point in decades. Bitcoin might reach $75,000 in 2022 on internal valuation models, a Swiss bank CEO says. Swiss bank 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙑 CEO, his firm's model sees Bitcoin rising to $75,000 in 2022. Bitcoin presently trades up at 43,113 at press time, after a rebound from early lows of 39,650. Bitcoin remains down 37.49% from all-time highs of $69,000 attained in November 10, 2021. We believe the price is going up. Our internal valuation models indicate a price right now between $50,000 and $75,000. I'm quite confident we are going to see that level. The question is always timing. The CEO told CNBC at the Crypto Finance Conference in Switzerland on Wednesday. Asked on what might drive the Bitcoin price up, the SIBA Bank CEO says institutional investors will help to boost the price of Bitcoin in 2022. Institutional money will probably drive the price up, he said. We are working as a fully regulated bank. We have assets pools that are looking for the right times to invest. The CEO believes that Bitcoin could retest the 69,000 all-time high, but emphasizes that volatility will remain high. So good news for the crypto industry. Inflation is up to its not all-time high, but highest in decades, up to 7%. CEO of banks is seeing a Bitcoin price of up to $75,000. A bit of good news after we've seen a bit of red the last few weeks. ADA rebounds 11% from key levels as on-chain signals flip bullish. The network growth indicator that provides a view of both user engagement and growth is presently bullish, along with future market momentum as per into the block data. So more and more people is looking at Cardano and getting in. As reported earlier by you today, Cardano has seen growth in active users since the start of 2022. Likewise, Cardano has seen an increase in GitHub comments, sustaining the trend of development activity in 2021. Several projects are in final testing or starting to deploy as the network anticipates new DeFi launches. 𝙏𝙗𝙬 stated in late December 2021 that more than 175 projects are building on Cardano and more than a dozen will be launched by the end of Q1 2022. On the schedule of events, this year will see Cardano move first into 𝙏𝙗𝙖 and then into Voltaire. The 𝙏𝙗𝙖 phase focuses on optimism, scaling and network growth. Along these lines, Cardano parent company 𝙏𝙗𝙬 announced it would be making a series of nodes and Plutus improvements and steady adjustments to network parameters. The Cardano node version 1.33.0, a performance-oriented node that aims to bring significant improvements in sync time and block propagation time and reduce memory usage, was released on January 7. Now we've seen a massive rebound from Cardano, up about 20% already. It's been on the sideways movement. Doesn't seem like it knows where it wants to go. But with all these dApps and projects coming out in the first quarter, where could it take this price? Will we see Cardano at an all-time high before the end of Q1 2022? Leave me your comments below. Let me know what you think about it. Cardano's founder says delays are just the nature of the game. Charles Hopkinson explains that building a global blockchain network throws up unforeseen problems, but that itself shouldn't invalidate achievements made today. No wonder he's smiling. He's moving forward. More and more better things is happening. Cardano is taking it slow. How long will it still take? Will they reach their goals for Q1? Input-Output CEO Charles Hopkinson is pleased with Cardano's progress to date. Speaking with Dan Caballero from the Crypto Capital Venture YouTube channel, Hopkinson said, "People are too focused on the micro picture." He added that a perspective doesn't take into account achievements made to date, nor does it give leeway for bumps in the road, especially considering the scale of the task at hand, which can be summed up as utilizing blockchain technology to make positive change at the global level. Hopkinson's words were in direct reference to community pleasure over Cardano's meager dApp offering so far. Many assume 4 months since Alonso smart contracts went live that the ecosystem would be bustling hive and activity by now. However, to the frustration of many, just one Cardano dApp in Muesli Swap is listed on DeFi Llama. While it's one, if it's working, it gives us the expectation of what might be coming. Hopkinson is pleased with Cardano's progress. Framing this situation, Hopkins summarized Cardano's progress, saying we went from nothing to becoming a top 10 project and a significant force in setting the research standard for proof of stake. With over 100 exchanges, 2 million people, 130 dApps being built, 2 million assets issued on it. Now, if you look at that numbers, it's not small. It's a massive build and something getting bigger and bigger. However, despite the achievements made since late 2017, the Cardano founder said people get caught on an arrow. In justifying the delays, Hopkins said there had been significant changes throughout the 4-year journey, all of which forced IO to take new approaches, leading to the delays people are complaining about. We had to rewrite the software 3 times. There were major changes in the architecture and vendors. There were approaches taking that didn't work out. There were, of course, delays. But any company that's building forward is going to have delays at certain times. But I'd rather take a company which rewrites their software time after time until they get it correct perfectly. That's the latest crypto news. I'll be back shortly with the next one. Have a great one and enjoy the gains.